Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're here to do May's results video for the month. And I have not done a check-in in so long. I honestly think, yeah, I did one check-in this entire month. And to be honest with you, it was not intended. Every single week I had it on my schedule to film, but then I just never got around to it. I did continue to track expenses, but life has just been kind of crazy. And it's funny because despite being done with the CPA, I feel like I'm more busy now, which makes no sense at all. But that it's true when people say, like, you know, you won't get bored because something always fills that space. So I'm honestly every day wondering how in the world I studied with everything else that I do. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. You can tell it looks like the last time we did a check-in was Wednesday the 15th. So there's a lot of expenses that we have not accounted for yet. So I'm just going to start from the very beginning, just kind of take a look at what our utilities were and then get to like the groceries and gas and stuff like that, because honestly, it seems to make more sense. If you see all of these post-it notes, that is because I actually have gone through and put in some of our income and other types of things. It has been, I'm telling you, when you don't look at this stuff for a while, it gets so overwhelming. So I like legit just wanted to take today and go through everything and just make sense of everything. And so finally I feel good about it. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. I think what I'm going to do first is just go through, actually we'll do over and under at the same time. It makes more sense to do it that way. Okay, so for our electric came out to be $62.23. $62.23, which is obviously under, which is nice. Always nice when I overestimate with utilities. $62.23. So that was $12.77 under. Our gas was also under. Our NICOR was $35.32. $35.32. I estimated $60, so that's $24.68 under. For cable, I put down $150, and it actually ended up being $150.48. So just a tad over budget, 48. So this is going to be 48 cents over. Netflix, some of these subscriptions are always the same. So Netflix, $15.99, same. Apple Music, $9.99, same. And Amazon Prime, $12.99, same. Okay, gas for our car. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So the last time that we checked in, it looked like we spent $78.75. So what I'm going to do is just take that amount and add it to all the other ones that we have not recorded yet. So $23.73 and $37.96. So that brings us to $140.44. $140.44, which means that we're over budget by $10.44. I did not do this. I don't think I did this in June, but I should have done it in June. I'm not sure if it's everywhere, but in Illinois for sure, the gas taxes are going up. So I just have a feeling that like going forward, it's going to be more and more. So I need to probably increase it to about $150. And in June, we're actually driving to see Jason's brother. At least that's the plan. We've had that plan for a while. So our gas will probably also be over budget because of that. But again, budgeting is I think it's crucial. I definitely think that it's crucial. But at the same time, you are creating a budget for an entire month, one day. And so you're not going to remember everything. You're not going to think of all the trips or all of the things that might come up. So I I just give us grace when it comes to this stuff because I'm not going to be perfect at budgeting. There's going to be things that I forget. There's going to be things that I, you know, don't know about until a couple days before or something. So just kind of keep that in mind. I know it's frustrating being over budget sometimes, but you got to just go with the flow sometimes. Okay. Especially with stuff like gas and taxes and stuff like that. You can't really control a lot of that. Okay, for groceries, we ended up with $244.35 as spent the last time I did a check-in. And it looks like we start here. So $536, $406, $17, $18, $38, $19, $486, $38, $12, $24, $31, $16, $26, $110, $20, $57, $21, and $42.87, which was, ooh, brings us to a total of $602.97, which is obviously over budget. $480 is what we estimated. So $122.97. Was this the month that I like forgot? No. No, I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's right. Yeah, I don't know exactly why we would be over, but that just goes to show you when you don't plan things out, that's kind of what happens. Or when you don't do your check-ins, that's what happens. We did have people over, I think every week in May. So of course we were buying more groceries and stuff like that. But yeah, it kind of stinks to be over budget on groceries because I didn't think that we were going to be that much over budget. So that just goes to show you what happens when I don't do my check-ins. Okay, so then eating out is the same at $200. Household, did I have anything else for that? No. No, we didn't buy anything else, so just the $100. Haircuts were the same at $30. Coffee. This was the last time that I had coffee in our budget. So we have $19.49, $17, $18, and I think that was it. That's all that I see. So that was $36.67. I budgeted $40. So it was under by $3.33. And Macy's Swim was over by $4, and I actually corrected this in June. I guess the rate went up. They didn't really tell me about that, so that's kind of a bummer, but I mean, we've had the same rate for so long that it's kind of expected that it would go up. Okay, so for unbudgeted things, I have a key here. Anything that's in orange is unbudgeted. So we had Target of $36.55. That was for Macy's bed railing. Then we had Redbox of $3.50. I picked up some books for $12.30. And then I did apply for my CPA license on the 29th. And I did not ask my company to reimburse me for that. I don't know if they would even do that because it's more of a license and it's not really continuing education or anything like that. So I'm just going to pay for it myself, and that was $122.70. So that brings us with an unbudgeted of $175.05. So not too bad, but you know, with the grocery, it's going to end up being a lot more. So let's go ahead and add up everything that's over budget. So $175.05, $122.97, $10.44. Did I do the 4? I'm going to start over. $175.05 plus $4 plus $122.97 plus the $10.44 plus the 48 cents. And then I'm going to subtract $12.77, $24.68, and the $3.33. So that brings us to an over budget amount of $272.16. So actually not too bad. And again, the groceries could have definitely probably been avoided if I kept a better track of it, I think. But we had people over, and I talked about this 100 times before. If we're gonna have people over, I'm not gonna worry about, you know, being over a little bit on groceries. As long as it's not like insane, then I'm okay with it. And then with the license thing and with Macy switching out of the bed, those are things that I probably could have thought about. Honestly, I didn't know when I was gonna get my certificate, my like certificate number to be able to do my license. But again, stuff that I could have thought about, but I didn't. So I think we did pretty well. Like, being over by $272 is not that bad. I would obviously love to be under every month, but that's not super realistic. Let's go ahead and take a look at our sinking funds. I get a lot of questions about this, just how I end up reconciling it and everything, and I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys it. So basically what I do is I roll the beginning over. So this beginning is from April's ending and so on like that. And then I have my addition, and that's what I film in my sinking fund video. And then this is where I keep track of everything that's going out. So everything in this column. So I'm just gonna go through and try and figure out like the main things that kind of came out. That way I can keep track of it. So I think the first thing that I'm gonna do is golf, because there's a lot of golf in here for Jason. And I think they're pretty much all the same amount, but we're just gonna do that first. So we have $9 here. Oh my goodness. That's not what I expected. This is a little different. I thought this was my other marker, but I think this will still work. We have golf there, golf here, golf again. He's been going to the driving range, and that's kind of why it's only $9. So looks like I got all the golf, right? Golf, 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 golf. I think we got everything. So that turns out golf to be $36 that he spent. Okay. Why don't we do gifts now? I think we just have one. Entertainment. No, we have two. So we have $50, $98, and $45.80. So gifts. And I put it under Christmas, but it's supposed to be gifts. So, Christmas, $96.78 is coming out of there. Okay, let's go ahead and do Macy's clothes, just because it's the next thing on here. I think we just have the one, but let's just make sure. There actually might be more than that, because we might have gotten her shoes. 21. Oh no, $32.90. That was for her shoes. And I think that's it. So $54.04 for Macy's clothes. I did end up adding more money to that, because obviously you can tell that's not going to be a positive number. I did add more in June because I expected that. I think for tolls, we probably just have $120 that came out. Tolls, $20. We should only have one Go Wild. I talked about this in my last video, but I'm actually not planning to Go Wild again next year. It's honestly just like personal reasons, nothing involving Go Wild or my experience or anything like that, but they actually have not announced it yet. So depending on where it is, maybe, we'll see. And then medical, $182. 18. I'm sure there's more medical, so let's look for that. Entertainment, maybe not. Entertainment, vacation, home. Okay, maybe not. 182.18. Okay, let's do entertainment now. So we have 50. We have 2402. Oh gosh. 50, 2402. We have 2668. $12. A lot of this is like Macy and Jason going to the movies or going to the zoo and stuff like that. And then 2088. So that was a very expensive month of entertainment. That brings us to 191.63 coming out of there, which again, that's definitely going to be negative. So I hopefully added enough that time. And then I think vacation, we just have one. Vacation. I did add a lot of money into this account because in June, because we are going to my sister's baby shower, and I knew that I was going to be buying the flights, you know, in May, and I would need to make up for it in June. Okay, home, 24.15. I feel like all I've been doing today is budgeting stuff. Like I have legit been like going in this planner like all day long. $11. I'm kind of ready to be done with May after all of this work, but at the same time I've been really liking like being involved more with it, so it's a trade-off, I guess. So $77.34 out of home maintenance. And then let's see, I think the only other thing that we have is diapers. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. So diapers, we had $26.11 come out of that. So I think that's it. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. I think there's marks on all of these. It's easier when I use my other highlighter that's like a thicker thing because it's just easier to see. But anyway, so let's go ahead and go through everything that came out. So we added $90 here. It was under by $67.86. So we have $20.14 in beauty as of the end of May. For our car insurance, we have $595.60. We added $175, nothing came out, so we currently have $770.60. A lot of people ask me how I come up with those numbers, especially like car insurance or stuff like that. Car insurance for us, I originally based it off of what our car insurance was for the previous 6 months. We pay every 6 months. But I haven't adjusted it even though it's gone down because I just like to have a little padding in case there's an accident. You know, your car insurance will go up. If we add another car, we add a motorcycle for Jason or something like that. So there is definitely extra money in that account, but I'm just doing that honestly because I'm anticipating in the future needing more in that account. But you could always like reach out to an insurance company, see if they have an idea of how much it would be. But I personally just base it off of what ours was last time. Car maintenance, we had no car maintenance. I think maybe in June I'll need an oil change and all of that for my car. So we ended the month with $130. Car tags, our car tags are not due until October. I think that's for my car. So we have $37.26 in beginning plus 17. So that brings us to $54.26. Cell phone, haven't paid it to Jason's mom yet, so we currently have $451.18. Oh, my throat is like super itchy right now. Christmas or gifts, we had $47.55. We added 50 and we took out $96.78. So we have 77 cents in that account, which is crazy because I was hoping that we would have more in there for like Christmas, like saving it up. It's already June, it's half the year, but we just keep having other things going on like birthdays and stuff like that. So I definitely need to start padding that account when I can. Okay, clothes for Jason. He is going to end the month with $104.46. I should tell him about that. I don't think he knows how much he has in there. So I added 100 to Macy's. She was negative $85.29, and then we spent $54.04. So she is currently negative, and I think I'm going to put this in red. $39.33. I did add a lot of money to her account, anticipating that, but just good to know. And then for my account, I have $19.01. Diapers, I added 20. We spent $26.11. And we are negative by $4.22, so we are currently negative by $10.33. So I'm trying to see if I can, I'm doing it in red because I want to see if I can find some type of pattern. These accounts that are negative are almost always negative. Macy's clothes, almost always negative, because you just never know when she's gonna need something. You know, they grow so fast. Like her jeans right now are more like capris. So it's just crazy, but I need to start realizing what patterns there are so I can stop being negative on some of these and start being positive. Okay, entertainment, I added $250. We spent $191.63, and we are negative by $128.75 in the beginning, so that means we're negative by $70.38. This is also another category that is always under or always over, and that's just because when Jason's at home with Macy, like if they're gonna go do something, it costs money. Like there's things that you can do that are free and there's things that you can't. And like going to the zoo is extremely expensive. Like even parking I think is like $20. So, okay, family pics. We have not gotten family pictures yet. We should definitely do that soon because we have plenty of money for it. But we're ending the month with $239. And golf, Jason had $100. He spent $36, so he has $64 remaining. Home maintenance, we started with $41.23. I added $20, and Jason has spent $77.34, so we are under on that one as well by $16.11. Funny thing about that is I asked him specifically if he needed to if he needed more money in that account for like fertilizers and stuff like that, and he said no, and there you go. I was the one who added 20 because I'm like, we might as well just add a little bit just to like be safe, and there you go. Okay, for Jason's medication, we ended with $177.65. Medical, oh my goodness, medical. Okay, so I added $150, we spent $182.18, and we were negative by $408.18. So we are under on that one as well by $90.36. I think I added a lot of money into that account for June. Haven't bought our pool passes yet, and I think I talked about this before, but I'm not sure if we're going to now. We might just try it out and like just pay when we go there, because Jason likes to go to a couple different pools. There's one in Naperville that's like really nice. It's kind of like a beach, so we might try that out. We'll see. Okay, for tolls, we have $21.15 remaining. Those two cancel out, good to go. Taxes, I obviously do not disclose. We did not pay our trash yet. That will probably be due in 2 months. No, next month maybe. Sorry guys, I don't know why my throat is so itchy today. 26, so we have $49.03 in that account. Vacation, $54.90 is what we had. Add $250, and then we spent $101 So that is over or under by $798.98. Water, did not pay water. So we had $79.20. I added $30, so we have $109.20 in that account. And then for some reason I thought with Go Wild that I was good, and then I didn't realize that I didn't account for the hotel. So we had $240.65. I added $250, and then the hotel and everything was $851.50. So we are under on that one as well by $360.85. So I'm hoping that I know for sure some of these, like Go Wild, Vacation, I definitely made up for in June. But it's nice to see it this way broken out, because honestly, I've recognized over time that these same categories are always over. So that just means we need to start putting more money in them, or, you know, deciding to cut back on stuff if that's something that we want to do. But honestly, I think it's going to be more just allocating more money to those categories, because it's not like we're doing anything insane. I think, you know, clothes for Macy, that's just something that goes along with having a kid. And then obviously vacation and stuff, that's something that came about that was a little bit more unexpected, but it's something that we can't miss. So anyway, that is my May check-in. I hope you guys had a great May. Hopefully you guys are not like me and didn't wait until like the very last minute to do all of this, because I feel like it gets super stressful when you do that. I'm gonna try in June, like one of my main goals for June is going to be to like look at my budget planner at least a couple times a week. Like just add stuff into it, or just take a look, see how we're doing, because after going so long without looking at it, I just feel like it gets a little overwhelming, and I'm so sick of feeling like that. So anyway, I hope you guys had a great May. If not, you still have June to go, and June will actually be our last month in this planner. Like, then we'll be moving on to the new Deluxe Monthly, which is super exciting. So anyway, thank you guys again so much for watching. If you guys have any questions for me, leave them down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.